Hello, and welcome to our exciting edition of Hidden in the Universal Vault. I'm Ron, your host, and I'm welcoming you to my review of The Breakfast Club from 1985. Yes, we're jumping right back into the 1980s, folks, with a bona fide classic with none other than the Brat Pack themselves, directed by John Hughes. Now, this movie, as I said, this is the second movie to feature the Brat Pack. Well, the two main stars from its previous film, 16 Candles, which came out in '84. This has Molly Ringwald and Anthony Michael Hall. So, leading the cast in this as well, you got Emilio Estevez, Paul Gleason, Anthony Michael Hall, as I said before, Judd Nelson, Molly Ringwald, as I said before, and Ali Sheedy. This movie is a classic, written and directed by John Hughes. It was actually, produced, it's not produced by anybody I know. Now, this is the 100th anniversary release. Now, I did show this in my Psycho review, but I love these 90th anniversary release. You get the film poster, the month, day, and year came out, some still images, and what was going on in that year. So, I guess I'll kind of talk about this before I go into the movie. So, it says here, The Breakfast Club was the second of three high school movies John Hughes put into production within 16 months, the others being Universal 16 Candles and Weird Science. The movie was shot at a closed Maine North High School at Delport, Illinois, Chicago. Well, the movie is filmed in Chicago. So, and it says where a two-tier library set was construction in the school's gymnasium. And here's what Universal is up to in 1985. Back to the Future was released and launched, a highly successful franchise for the studio that included two sequels, an animated TV series, a comic book series, and theme park rides. And Out of Africa won 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, which I did cover on the channel. So, yeah. Now, I do have this, but I also have this. This is the High School Reunion Collection. Now, the only thing in this edition has is the trailer. The trailer was ported on the flashback edition, which I'll show you in a bit. So if you open it up, disc art in this original release. So I'm trying to get through this. This is the actual release that this is, the flashback edition, which also includes the trailer and a couple other special features as well. So it has the Sincerely Yours 12-part documentary and the most conventional definition, the origins of the Brat Pack. So, yeah, okay, now that I got that out of the way, let's actually talk about the movie. And here's the plot, and the plot reads, there were 5 students with nothing in common, facing with spending a Saturday's detention together in their high school library. At 7 a.m. they had nothing to say, but by 4 p.m. they could have bared their souls to each other and become good friends. John Hughes created creator of the critically acclaimed 16 Candles, which I do have that and I do plan on reviewing that. Wrote, directed, and produced this hilarious and often touching comedy. To the outside world, they were simply the jock, the brain, the criminal, the princess, and the kook. The kook, I think it is. But to each other, they will always be the Breakfast Club. This movie, guys, is a masterpiece. Do I need no explaining about how this movie is? This movie's phenomenal. Characters can make you laugh. It's just so good. There are so many funny moments. So right at the beginning, we see the 5 of them are getting ready to be dropped off. So we got Judd Nelson, who's Bender, Emilio Estevez, Andrew, Anthony Michael Hall, Brian. Not sure who Ali Sheedy plays. and I think Molly Ringwald is, I think, Cassandra. I could be wrong. I think I'm probably, you'll probably put that in the comments somewhere saying, oh, it's this person. It's this character's name or so and so. So I love the fact that it's just Bender. I think Bender and Sheedy's character are probably my favorite in the movie because they just have that sort of, well, Bender's sort of the smartass of the group. So he'll be like there's a scene where they're getting to the lunch. They're getting ready to eat lunch. So now they're looking through, and Molly Ringwald's character is eating sushi while they toss Ali Sheedy's character a Coca-Cola. So they chuck it, and then she like grabs it like that, slams it down while she's looking at the Prince record. It's just, the movie's set in '84, but it's so funny. Like, the characters are just so good. Like, Bender's telling him, was like, what is that? Soup. So he's trying to grab it, and then he's like, with his hand like that, he tells him, yeah, don't touch. It's like, he's like, that's apple juice. I can read. Oh, and you got a sandwich with the crust cut off. Wow, Brian, that is a nutritious lunch. It's just so out of place. It's like, what about, I'll explain about your fans. It's like, gee, Dad, thanks. It's like, why don't we go fishing? That will be great. Won't it, son? Oh, but I gotta do homework. That's okay, son. You can do it on the boat. Thanks, Dad. And I'm like, that's our son. And then he goes, boom. And it's like, what about your family? And then he talks about how troubled he is. Paul Gleason is the principal, and he would later go on to star in the action Christmas film Die Hard as one of the police officers in that movie. But he's good in it. Like, this is a hard R, but not in the vein as most like hard R comedies. It's not like you would see in like an American Pie and stuff like that. But it's just the characters are so written well. I love the fact the music's great. And the music actually has Simple Mind and Wang Chung. Yeah, Wang Chung does the song. And they're just classics. The ending is so good. Like, the scene where they're talking, like, right off the bat, the scene where they're sitting down and having a conversation, talking about how they got into detention, is also kind of heartbreaking at times. You really do feel bad for some of the characters. But it's like the humor just works so well. Like the one line at the beginning of the movie is like, yeah, I got a question. Did Barry Manilow know you raided his wardrobe? It's so many good characters. So funny. Like, I love most of these characters. As I said, Bender being my favorite, which Ali Sheedy's character is, her character in that movie is great. And just the idea of just a bunch of guys spending their detention at 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. I'm sure everybody knows how it ends, but it has a very sentimental ending. I love, without giving it away, guys, I love how Bender walks and then he puts his arms up in the air like that is just like that, I should say. It's so good. It's just him doing this when he wins like that is just so good. The credits are really good. Like, the end credits, normal end credits go down with black. Here, the credits are like faded into the football field with the stadium, and the credits go up instead of going down. So they go up instead of going down. And just everything about it is so good. I like the fact that Ringwald's character gives Sheedy's character a makeover, and like saying, you have black shat all over your eyes. So they're giving her a makeover. I love the sentimental moments in it though. Like Andrew, he goes to detention. His father says at the beginning of the movie, he's like, you know, I screwed up. Many people screw up, but you got caught. So you got to do your time in detention. The fact that Bender walks in the car just like, and then that's Ali Sheedy's character. John Hughes actually appears at the very end of the movie playing Brian's father, but uncredited. And I didn't know this until I watched it. And I have not seen this probably since I bought the DVD. I believe the old DVD I have was from 2003, so I have not seen it on DVD since 2003. And then I got this flashback edition because, as I said, it had the 100th anniversary slip, and I'm trying to at least get all of those releases. I have a few in the collection, but I'm trying to get most of them. And just, wow. This movie, like I said, the dance is so good. When they do the dance, it's going to be a pretty long review because there's a lot to talk about in this movie. But the fact that they do this dance is so good. I almost wanted to reenact that dance as sort of like a short on YouTube. And it's so good. It's, to me, the reason why I love 80s Universal. This is just so good. Like I said, I have 16 Candles and Weird Science, and I will cover those later this year. But I just wanted to get Breakfast Club out because there's just a lot to talk about this movie, and just more rambling, but it's just the fact that, oh, I forgot to mention, there's another scene where he falls down, he has to hide, and the principal's like, "What's that ruckus?" "What ruckus?" "I just heard a ruckus." "Can you describe this ruckus?" I mean, just so many lines. I love the fact that, "Next time I get a mouth from you, I'm cracking skulls." And he's like lip syncing. And it's just so good. And the principal is just so, he's like a villain in this movie. But at the end, it comes out with the end of it, and it's just also some of the students have they have a conversation with the janitor, and just wow. I think that's all I'm going to explain about this movie. But yeah, as I said, so at the end of the day, do I need to say more about The Breakfast Club? This movie is a masterpiece written from start to finish. It has everything of reason why I love 80s movies, and just a sentimental feeling from start to finish. It is a little short, I will say that for the most part, but that's not going to hinder to the final score I'm going to give this. It doesn't feel long. It goes by really fast. We get to know these characters, and just, sorry for the reflection, guys, but it's just really, just something about this movie to me has just a sentimental feel. So yeah, like I said again, The Breakfast Club to me is just something that needs to be seen by anybody. So if you've not seen The Breakfast Club, please seek this movie out. However you want to watch this, seek this out. It is a masterpiece in comedy, and John Hughes is a genius. He knows the writing and everything about this. He knows how to write, how to direct, how to know what their actors and actresses do on the set, know their lines. And that was the one thing in the featurette, that most of the cast of this movie didn't know their lines that quick, and just so good. And like I said, if you've not seen Breakfast Club, do yourself a favor and go check this movie out. So good from start to finish. So let's go ahead and rate this now, guys. I'm going to go ahead and give The Breakfast Club. You obviously already know what this is going to be by the time I finish the review. An automatic 5 out of 5. I can't really give it lower than that score. Everything about it is good. Yeah, as I said, it's a little too short. But as I said before, this is an hour and 37 minutes. So, like I said, it goes by pretty fast. But once you get to know the characters, there's a quote at the beginning of the movie, and I didn't get that. So, yeah, and they film it all entirely in Chicago in one building, and not have outside shots or most of the stuff. So everything about this movie is just great. And yeah, check out Breakfast Club. Great movie, phenomenal movie. This movie is, I'm going to say this right now, this movie has officially qualified into my top 10 list before the end of the year again. So good, so fun, very funny. Bender, all these characters. I forgot to mention, yeah, most of them have gotten detention for stuff they didn't do that they should have never done. But eventually, you come to know these characters. Estevez's character goes to detention because he did something awful. But You'll have to watch the movie for yourself to see what it is. There's a really good scene in that movie where they do explain. So check out Breakfast Club. Great movie. I love it. Everything about it is just phenomenal. So yeah, that's my review of The Breakfast Club. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you do like the content channel, like, comment, subscribe, click the bell, ring the bell to get all the video notifications so you don't miss a single video on the channel. I'm also on Letterboxd, guys, so you don't miss a single video right now. Well, actually, I rate the movies before I go ahead and review them. So yeah, there's tons of other content on the channel. Lots and lots of stuff on the channel. Like, comment, subscribe, and click the bell so you don't, and ring the bell so you don't miss a single video on my channel. So yeah, check out Breakfast Club again, guys. I can't say any more than that. So yeah, this is a comedy masterpiece, and I could watch it over and over and over again. So that's it, guys. And as always, keep watching those Universal movies.